Sending data to the internet. Hi, Sarah. We're live again.
Hey, it must have been another week since last Thursday, since last Thursday.
7 whole days.
Great. Good to see you.
You too. We got an exciting week coming up at the cafe, but let's talk about some other business up top, right?
Yeah. You know what? I want you to go first with something that happened last Sunday.
Yes, last Sunday we had a pretty glorious day here at the cafe. Saratoga Hospital, Hudson Headwaters, and a bunch of other community partners joined forces with Caffe Lena to present a free musicians health clinic. And it was, I am happy to say, well attended, and the vibes were amazing. There was a lot of just great smiles, and people were circulating the room, getting a lot of different services that are crucial and not readily available through most musicians' health insurance. So we were very happy to be able to do that, and everyone had a great time. So it was really awesome.
People like to do good things for musicians and for their neighbors. It's a good reminder of that. And I had trouble concentrating for a couple of days on anything else after that clinic because I felt so good about what our sponsors created and just the fact that the musicians trusted us and came out and gave it a try.
Yeah, it's exciting, and I can't wait to do it again, hopefully.
You bet. And so then totally different topic. Anybody who's been to the cafe since the end of the summer has noticed that next to our front entrance, there's a wonderful little free library. Ours is called the Little Liberty Library because our theme is books that have been frequently banned or challenged in public schools or in public libraries. And despite its weighty theme, it's adorable. It was painted by a local artist. It kind of looks like the cafe has got a glass door, and inside is a treasure trove of books, and you are welcome to take a book. We have found that it is perhaps a little bit more popular than we had anticipated, and the books are flying off the shelves, which is fantastic. But we would love to get more donations of banned and challenged books. If you have some books at home that you think might fit the category, you could go to the American Library Association website, where you will find a list of about 100 titles that have been frequently challenged. See if your book is on there. If it is, bring it over when you come to a show, or just drop it in the box if you're walking by any morning, and we will fold it into our collection with gratitude. You can put a nameplate in the front if you would like to get credit for that donation and take something home with you while you're there. But yes, please bring your banned and challenged books to Caffe Lena next time you come. We could really use the donations. Thank you.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have. Reading is a good problem to have. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention, speaking of the cafe kind of having a long legacy of advocating for free speech and making sure that everybody's story can be heard on our stage, we just yesterday passed another anniversary of our founder, Lena Spencer, dying. And that was in 1989. And every year we just like to pause and thank her for the vision and incredible dedication, hard work, and sacrifices that she made to keep the cafe going through good times and hard times. And to the community of friends and music lovers that came together when she died suddenly, to make sure that the cafe never lost a single weekend of business and kept going. I think that the culture that she started, even though the world has changed so much, is intact here at Caffe Lena, and that's why you feel so good when you come to a show here. So thank you, Lena. R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Lena. And speaking of which, that culture that has been set up and fostered for years allows us to do what we're about to do. This week's shows coming up to the cafe. I'll start it off if you don't mind, Sarah.
I would love that because I'm grasping for my little window here to remind myself exactly what's happening because I tend to live in the future.
Well, it's Thursday, October 27th, and we have one of our own, a staff member and cherished songwriter, Reese Fulmer, and the Carriage House Band. It's a sold-out show tonight at 7 p.m., so that means you got to go to caffelena.tv to get some live stream tickets. Enjoy it from anywhere in the world. We're very excited to have Reese and the band in.
Congratulations to Reese. And then tomorrow we have our Captain Fun lunchtime listening hour at noon. I know that all of you are like, what is that? That sounds weird. Well, you know what? It's just so worth coming to. You've got to eat lunch somewhere. Bring your lunch over to the cafe, sit down with a few other people. And tomorrow, Harry Ungehoyer is our record picker. He's picked from the Captain Fun collection, which is in our lobby. He will sit up on stage and present a collection of songs to us. We'll listen to the records together. I know it sounds a little odd. It's absolutely delightful. Just do it. Come over at noon tomorrow.
Awesome. And then at night, we have Caleb Cottle coming in town. He'll be here at 8 p.m. with his trio. Fantastic songwriter. I've absolutely been obsessed with his latest record, Forsythia, that just came out, and just can't wait for this band to come in. It's gonna be great.
Trio. So excited. We didn't know it was going to be a trio when we first booked it. And then Saturday morning, you're going to want to get your butt over here for some pancakes because we're having a pancake breakfast to raise money to buy banjos for our School of Music kids. We've got lots of instruments, but we don't have banjos. So it's at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's going to be live music, pancakes, good cause. Please come.
That's all you need. And then Saturday night, Lily Lewis Trio is in from New Orleans. Lily is just awesome. She was here as part of our On the Road program last year or earlier this year, I believe. And she's just a delight, folk rock diva, very powerful message, powerful performer, and she's bringing her trio. So it's going to be a fun show.
Awesome. And it's the Bright series. So if you're that kind of higher level member of the cafe and you get all the Bright shows for free, make sure you take advantage of that. And then we have open mic on Monday, best open mic in the world. And then on Tuesday, we have one of our themed open mics, and that is the storytelling open mic. So you can come and just listen to Kent Bussman, who's going to be our feature, or you can sit back and listen to a whole bunch of open mic performers. We'll have, they usually do like 10-minute stories. There are about 10 of them. And if you're feeling up for it and you've been practicing something yourself, go ahead and take the mic. Just be aware that you can't bring notes. It's not about reading a story that you've written. It's about holding the story in your head and performing it live.
And then Wednesday morning, our Folk Club Kids program returns. It's 10:30 a.m. This is a free program for children's 18 months to 6 or 7 years old. It's really wide open for your kids. Bring them on into the cafe. We have a great group of musicians that puts this show on every week, and it's brought to you by Polyset, our friends in the community that make this happen every week.
Yeah, thank you, Polyset. Oh my gosh. And then it's poetry night on Wednesday, and we are bringing back something that we used to do pre-pandemic and then are just restarting finally, and that is a pre-open mic discussion group, poetry discussion group that's going to run from 5:30 to 6:30, and that's run by one of the librarians from the Saratoga Springs Public Library. So come on over for that if you'd like to have a small group discussion around a couple of poems. And then we have the poetry open mic starting at 7. Our feature this time is Susan Coninos, and she's going to read from 7 to about 7:20, take a little break, and then open mic starts at 7:30.
Beautiful. And that is our week preview here at Caffe Lena. And if you needed more information to grab tickets, caffelena.org or caffelena.tv for all your streaming needs.
You got it. That's also where you can sign up for your membership and buy anything from our online store, like sweatshirts and caps and other souvenirs, all of which go to the cause of saving the world with music.
That's right. It's cozy season. Get yourself cozy in some Caffe Lena gear.
Thank you, Mateo. I'll see you soon
Yes, I'll see you later.
and see all the rest.